Hey there, homesteaders. We're doing some spooky, kooky, wild masks for you today. Spooktacular! Ow! Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. I'm gonna be making some freaky fracky funnel cakes. That's not real.
Definitely not funnel cakes, but freaky fracky. I'll go with that.
I'm gonna make some freaky fracky.
He's doing something wild in the kitchen with some pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
So check under your bed and make sure you lock your doors, because you never know what's lurking just around the corner. Get ready. Let's do this. Come on, let's go. Woo! We're Kaliki and Brett, a rugged and adventurous gay couple who are sick and tired of clashing with life in the city.
So we decided to head into the desert to chase our dreams and thrive.
Along with our furry friends Chuck and Momo,
We'll explore DIY projects, tiny house construction, gardening, hiking, cooking,
and share what it looks like to jump headfirst into homesteading.
So subscribe and join us on our dusty adventures to build this desert dwelling.
Here you go.
Okay.
So we don't know what we're doing exactly. We're going to start with tin foil and kind of just make a mold of our face. I tried it a little bit earlier and it worked out pretty good. So let's see. Let's do it. Ooh. Alright. You can kinda see it looks like me a little bit.
A little bit like me.
So I think in order to stabilize this before we do the paper mache, we're gonna have to put some tape on there. We meant to get masking tape because I think that would be easier, but we have an excess of duct tape here, so we're gonna try that.
Yeah.
You should help me. We should do each other.
Yeah, I think.
I tore it a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so. Tape might stick to your face.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Should we put another piece of tinfoil? I didn't get the top of my head either. Or we'll just reinforce the face part and then we can build from there. Okay.
Tape there. I'm gonna maybe try to peel off a few pieces of this so I can just grab and go.
It's hard to breathe in here.
Don't you worry about breathing. You don't need to breathe where we're going. Looks like the devil.
I would recommend tearing the tape up before you put this piece of tinfoil on your face. I just look like I'm being abducted. Creepy. hate me.
Yeah, you're a freak. Alright, I think that's probably good. You can take it off, take a look, see what you think. It is taped to your head.
It's taped to my head. That is freaky deek. Well, it's definitely not as detailed as I wanted it to be, but I can add the details in later and make it pretty freaky. What do you think? We are friends! It's Halloween time. Do you like our fall, harvest, Halloween backdrop that we've got going on now? Trying to stay relevant, stay current, keep it trendy, keep it trending.
All the gourds you could ever want.
All the gourds. This is not going to be enough tape. We're going to have to do it. It's good, though.
Yeah, good start.
It's good to take a break from the tinfoil on your face. It's a little much. You poking little nostril holes?
No, I'm just trying to squish it up under my nose so I get that definition.
He got that big nose. Let's do this thing. It's weird. It seems like you shouldn't be able to breathe, but then it kind of just works.
Yeah, it's loose enough.
It's kind of like, I don't think you can really smother somebody with a pillow. I've tried to smother myself before. You can breathe through a pillow, I swear. No matter how hard I push, I can still breathe. It's not done.
Okay.
He's,
I'll take a break.
I guess. I'm surprised. It does take more tape than I thought. And if you haven't noticed, we're ripping the tape in half because the width of a normal roll of duct tape is a little too wide to get some of those curves of the face.
If we were trying to get really detailed, even these would probably be a little too wide.
Yeah, I think if I was trying to get real detailed, I'd do like a plaster casting.
Yeah, I just wouldn't use this method.
We're pretty low budget. We like to do things without having to spend too much money, and we like to show people how they can do things without spending too much money either. Okay, we'll keep going?
Yeah.
I don't know, take that off and take a look. There might need some tape details in a few little spots, like on the nose.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably okay, because I was thinking about, like,
Shaping it.
yeah, like adding some foil maybe, and like putting a big nose on there or something.
Alright, so now we have like the basic shape of our faces, the base, and I don't know, from here you can kind of just go and customize it. I just went through and smashed it into my face again a little bit better.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wad up some foil and make the nose bigger, because I want a big crazy nose on this, so I'm just gonna add that on now.
I wonder if the paper mache will just kind of lift off of this.
I think so.
Because I think if this was going to be the inside of the mask, I would want to go through and do something so I don't have tinfoil on my face. I guess maybe I would paper mache on the inside, but I have a feeling it's going to just pop off. Where is the tape, though? How can I tear more?
Right here.
My big, beautiful lips are not on this. Let's see. Creepy. It's looking creepy.
See, I've added some to the nose. Not quite.
Just a little.
Just a little. Just a touch. Who's that man? Yeah, I think she's ready.
She's ready. Trying to give it a freaky mouth.
Yeah, I just wanted this big crooked nose. I'm going for this like Owen Wilson / Witch of the Woods vibe.
That's the vibe you're given every day.
That is pretty much my life.
I'm going for Manic Big Mouth Monster Man.
Ooh.
Again, that's just my everyday.
Oh golly. Annabelle.
Look, that creep doll. What do you think of that?
Oh, I like it.
He's got the big nose, I got the big mouth. It's a match made in heaven.
Or hell. Okay. How do we look? Sickening now.
Oh. Get that profile. We'll make them kiss.
You need to grab water? Or you got it
I
already?
got water.
He's got it. He does
I
this.
plan ahead.
Mmm.
I'm organized.
That's why we keep you around.
Ooh, there's ants in it. There's so many ants in it. That's okay?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. What should we start with? Like a cup, roughly, of flour, or?
Let's do 3/4 roughly
Okay.
a cup.
There we go, 3/4.
We got the salt out here.
We got this. No, you took it for cooking.
Oh my. I gotta go get it.
We have so many different kinds of salt. He's got to come get the craft salt.
Craft salt. We
Yeah.
should actually get the craft salt.
Oh yeah, we actually do have a craft salt. I was just talking smack. Get that salt. Get the salt. Yeah. Oh.
Here's some salt.
Yeah, that's a lot of salt.
That'll just keep it from molding and getting too weird.
And I'm just gonna put some water in, I think. That looks good.
Yeah.
We'll start with that. We have a whisk.
I'll whisk. I love whisking.
He's a whisker.
Oh, that's thick.
Too thick. Too thick. More water.
Yeah, that seems good.
We just got done voting, so we tore up our voting pamphlets about all of the different measures that are being voted on this time. It's a great way to recycle and to get your vote on. Woo! I guess now we're just gonna go for the paper mache. We have our flour, salt, water mixture. Let's do this thing. Let's go for it. Okay. Well, we'll go around the edges a little. Smooth it into those nooks and crannies. Look at you being organized.
I'll try.
Oh no. I haven't done paper mache since I was a little kid. This is not working. I think doing paper mache directly on duct tape is probably a little weird.
Yeah. Smells like
yum.
bread.
Does it? That's not what I would say that is the smell of.
Yeah, as I'm doing this, I am taking my fingers and like getting most of the glue stuff off, so there's just a little bit on there.
Yeah, we thought this other camera thing was going to be helpful, but I don't know if it really is going to be that helpful.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe if we just have one mask at a time in there. Get those details. Looking nasty.
Yeah, I mean, I think
It's working.
it's going pretty well.
This is how it's going so far. Definitely, all the different newspaper makes it look like there's no definition anymore, but it's still there.
Here's mine's coming along. Just getting it coated. I used to love eating just raw flour. I would just take spoonfuls of raw flour until the time where I ate too much and it started clogging up my throat, and then I thought I was gonna die.
So you were one of those paste eating kind of kids.
I was all kinds.
I want to put it on my face and like smash it so it's the right shape, but I've been sticking my nasty hands inside of it too.
Yeah.
It's coming along.
Oh yeah, I haven't showed for a while. It's coming along also. It is hard to see the texture or like the shapes of it now.
Yeah, it's weird. Maybe I'll just put some dry strips on there. I think I'm getting an excess of this goo.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that worked really well. We're using way less paper than I thought we were gonna.
Yeah, me too.
My hands. These hands. My face. What even am I?
He gone. Oh, wipe that blob out first. Okay. Salty. So salty. I'm gonna go wash my face and my hands, and we will be right back. We tore up some paper bags too, because we thought it might give it a little more strength, and so now let's give that bag a try.
I really like putting this brown paper bag on there because it just gives me such a uniform look. Yeah.
Well, dang. I better do it more too. This brown paper bag, I was kind of skeptical at first, but it is nice. It's definitely giving it more strength right away. Creeps.
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you. So our masks are all dried out now.
Creepy.
Look at that schnoz.
And we decided that we were gonna try to take the tinfoil part out because it'll just feel nicer on our faces, not be so weird. So let's see. We lifted it out a little bit to see if it was gonna be a good idea, and we decided it would be. Obviously, he lifted his out all the way. I didn't pull mine out all the way, so I'm a little bit scared for what's gonna happen still. That lip part. That lip part. Oh no.
It's coming.
It
So
came
good.
out. It's a little smashed, but you could totally use this again to, you know, kind of as like a face cast if you wanted to make another mask for you.
It's like a glove.
So I'll definitely hang on to that. Oh yeah, that is so much nicer. That's way nicer than the tinfoil.
Yeah.
So, next thing we're gonna do is just paint it. We got this apple barrel matte acrylic paint, quick drying, easy cleanup. Shake well. Let dry 1 hour. That's not gonna happen between coats. Nope. Nope. We're gonna get wild. We're gonna get it wild. Just put a big blob of white in the middle.
Yeah, so big.
Shake them all. Okay. Ooh, turquoise.
Grand.
Black. Brown.
Ooh, gloppy.
Brown. Golden sunset, yellow, extra. I thought that was kind of like my skin tone, but once I got it is not my skin tone.
Mustard skin.
Mustard brown, they call me. Alright, what do I do? I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going to go with it. I guess white is right. So our masks are dry now. The last thing left to do is get a string in there so they will stay on our face. But this is how they look. Well, I'm going to hold this up to my face so I can see where I want the strap to be. Seems like right about here.
Yeah, that's...
Mid-eye. You want to go a little ways from the edge so you don't end up tearing a hole through. That's my definition of a little way. A ways from the edge. It's still pretty close. And I'm just using a pencil for this. I'll be done in just a second and you can use the... Oh, okay. And there's the other one. And then I just got some string we had lying around. I singed the edges because it was unraveling a lot immediately. It's still unraveling a little bit, but once I tie a knot, I don't think that'll be a big deal. Let's do that! Triple knot. And then I'm going to just slide it through on the other side and then put that over my head and pull it to how tight I want it so I can know where to tie it. That's as tight as I can make it so it'll still come off my head. Be sure you don't go tighter than that or you'll be a forever freaky mask wearing person. Oh! It's perfect. Get that third knot in there. Make it real, make it right. I'm going to burn those knots so they stay in there too. And burn the other side.
Too loose.
I think it's right. I think I did it. Let's give it a go. Okay. Yeah. Ah. Ooh. Was it creepy?
It was creepy.
I did good?
Yeah.
We did good. Well, since I don't have any plans to go anywhere this Halloween, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it without any eye holes.
Yeah, superstar.
This is super fun. This is not something that we would have done if we didn't have a YouTube channel, and that feels really enriching. Like, what we're doing here is not only enriching our lives, but hopefully enriching your lives. Because who doesn't need some freaky thing like this?
You hungry?
I'm hungry. What you been working on in that kitchen?
Why don't we find out? Oh, hi, Donna. Come on in. So today I'm going to start by cutting the pumpkin open and scooping all the seeds out. And then I'm going to peel it and cut it into chunks and roast it. So let's get started. Alright, I'm going to start by cutting the top of the pumpkin off with this serrated knife. Don't want to lose these seeds. But I'm losing them anyway. I'll be right back. Alright, let's adjust things. Man, there's a lot of seeds in this. Alright, now I've got most of the seeds and guts scooped out of it, so I'm going to take the peeler. And start trying to peel this pumpkin skin off. So normally, instead of trying to peel it, which is not the easiest thing to do, especially with this peeler, I would just roast the whole pumpkin, but I want, for what I'm making, to have chunks of pumpkin, and I think if I just roasted the whole pumpkin, I would end up more with just a pumpkin puree. So that's why I'm going to try dicing it up to roast it. I think it might be a little bit easier to cut the pumpkin and peel it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can also finish scraping it out better now that it's peeled. Or now that it's cut open, sorry. It's not peeled yet. So if this pumpkin was all the way ripe too, it wouldn't have this green underneath the skin. But I'm gonna be doing a savory thing with it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It'll be a little less sweet, but that would be nice for what I'm doing. Alright, so I've got the pumpkin all peeled now. I'm gonna just start cutting it up into smaller pieces. Alright, so I've got the pumpkin all cubed up now. I'm just gonna drizzle it with a little bit of oil, some salt, and some black pepper. And I'm just gonna toss this together. Make sure the oil is coating all the pieces. Alright, so I'm going to take this and pop it into my preheated oven. I'm going to be using some of these Taiwanese vegan soy slice. So I've got to soak this in water for 30 minutes before I cook with it. So I'm going to start doing that now.
Here's those little soy slices. I'm just gonna cover them with water. And let them sit for about 30 minutes. They'll get a lot softer. I've got the pumpkin seeds all rinsed off. Now I'm just gonna let them sit out here in the sun and dry out for a little bit. So these pumpkin seeds are pretty dried out, but I'm gonna toast them a little bit to dry them out a little bit more. I think that'll make it a little bit easier to shell them. I've just got a bunch of sugar. I didn't measure out, I just dumped some sugar in there and a little bit of water. That'll just help it all dissolve and cook at the same time. So they usually say to brush down the sides with a pastry brush, but I don't have a pastry brush, so I'm just using a wet rag here. Just go around the edge. Can't do it very well with just the one hand, but you kind of get the idea. Sugar's just bubbling away now. Got the sides all wiped down. You can see there's no sugar crystals around the edge. That'll make it crystallize if there are, and I've done that so many times, I don't even care to think about it. Here I've got the seeds that I'm gonna use. There's the pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and amaranth. Well, you can see this has gotten a little bit darker, so I am gonna put in my seeds now. Stir them up. I think that it has crystallized already, but it doesn't really matter. It just won't look as nice, but it'll still taste good. Yeah, it's definitely crystallized. Oh my. It's weird. I was gonna put the baking soda in it, as you would do with brittle, but I don't think that that's gonna do anything at this point. Oh god. Yeah, we'll figure out what to call this later, but it's definitely not how you make brittle. Now for the pumpkin curry, I'm gonna chop up an onion as well. Here's the pumpkin that I've roasted, and I added some garlic to it when it was almost done cooking. I've got a pan with some oil that I've preheated. I'm going to add some onions, and I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow curry paste. I'm just going to saute these until they're a little bit translucent. And then I'll add my liquid. My onions are nice and soft now, and I'm going to add some water in. It's about 6 cups of water. And then I've got a can of coconut milk. And to my base, I'm going to add some dried lentils, just probably around a cup. And I'm going to add these soy slices that soaked in water, and then I squeezed all the excess water out. Now they'll go into here. So this will come up to a boil and simmer for about probably 30 minutes, and then I will add in the pumpkin. I wouldn't normally add this to curry, but I thought because it has the pumpkin in it, some dried sage would be really nice in this. Also the lentils they go really well with sage. So I think that will be a nice addition to this particular curry, even though it's, I don't think, traditional to any type of curry. These weird little soy things are probably not super traditional either. So it's all cooked now, the lentils are soft, and I'm just gonna add my pumpkin in. I'm just gonna let this heat up and it'll be ready. It's all ready, just gonna fill up the bowl, or not quite fill it up. Alright, looks good. A little bit of green onion for garnish. We're ready to eat.
Well, smells good. I'm ready to eat.
Wait for Sloppy to
Wait
stop.
for this slopping dog to stop slopping.
Look at those drips. He had triple drips. Yeah. Get.
Go away.
It looks amazing. I'm really excited about, I mean, the pumpkin, when I was trying just the roasted bits, they were so good, so I can't imagine that they're anything but better in here. Oh.
It's hot.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that pumpkin is really nice in here. Just like hearty, filling.
And I feel like it kind of, I guess with the lentils too, added to the texture, so it's more like creamy.
Yeah.
And the coconut milk, everything that we do, we like it creamy.
Creamy.
Let's see how these little meat cutlets, these little fake meat cutlets are. Mmm. Mmm. That's nice. There's also this pumpkin seed not brittle
Yeah.
that I've actually been snacking on, and it's super good.
Yeah, I think I could have put way more seeds in here for the amount of sugar there is.
It's kind of like Pop Rocks, but without the pop.
Yeah.
How do they do that? They gotta put carbon dioxide in it.
Yeah, I think somehow they like inject CO2 in it. I don't know if anybody knows how Pop Rocks are made. Why don't you leave us a little comment or a link to a video or something?
Yeah, lots of comments are good.
Yeah. You have a thought? Comment. We'll say something back. Maybe, unless you're mean, and then we probably will just ignore you.
I'll probably still say something back. Candy and curry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we hope you had as much fun watching as we did making this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode of Desert Dwelling.
See you next Tuesday.
Happy Halloween!